Oh, I thought I had it here somewhere. I'm looking for my ticket for Jurassic Park. Oh, this is Chip Roach.
What?
What? We have a ticket to Jurassic Park.
We do?
Oh, never mind. I'm just reviewing the movie.
Oh. Well, that's lame.
My mistake. I am so sorry.
Well, now you got me all excited for no reason.
Well, I apologize. Spoiler alert, we'd probably get eaten.
No, you would. I'm smart.
I'll bring a lawyer with us, so maybe at least the lawyer will get eaten.
Okay.
Anyways, this is Chip Cotton.
Oh, your ex-wife.
And I am reviewing Jurassic Park. Warn me before you do something like that.
I can't. It's not funny if I do.
And this movie came out in the hit movie time of 1993.
Well, I like that movies.
Yep. Now, did this one live up to the hype? We will find out when I do the review.
The hype of what? You didn't even name anything.
Well, did it? Well, no, but did it live up to the hype of this was a blockbuster hit? But did people like it when they left the theater, or did they think it was stupid? You'll find out after.
I like it.
Here. Okay, well, you did yours. Anyways, like I said, this came out in 93. This stars Sam Neill. This was with Sam Neill. He was in The Hunt for Red October. He was in the movie with the submarine with Sean Connery.
Just continue.
Okay, I gotta continue. And of course, we all love Jeff Goldblum.
Who?
He played Dr. Malcolm. Who? He was in Independence Day.
Oh, I like him.
He was in Independence. He was in The Fly. He was in the
Don't know what that
movie
is.
called May.
Don't know what that is.
He was in the other Jurassic Park movie, the Jurassic Park: The Lost World. He was in. I got them all mixed up. I think What was the last one? Dominion. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we have John Attenborough. He was in The Great Escape. Miracle on 34th Street.
Nope. Which one?
The new one.
Oh, then no.
He's actually in the new one. Yeah, The Great Escape was, I believe it was a 70s movie. It was really good.
Well, that explains why I don't know what that is. I wasn't alive then.
Oh, I wasn't either, and it was still a great movie. Let's see. We also have, I just found out, one of the co-stars in this, that was the kid Tim, that he was played by, crap, I thought I got his name here. I'm sorry, folks. I'm going to have to look it up. Joseph Mazzello. And I found out he was actually in Bohemian Rhapsody, obviously as an adult. He was also in Star Kid, The River Wild, Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie about Queen. Oh dear. That needs a lesson. I haven't reviewed that yet, but apparently my newer movies are not doing as well. So that's why I'm going back to the early 90s. And this movie here, I know people are thinking, oh, this is just a monster movie. You can turn your brain off. You can't be any more wrong. There is an actual story here. And what I'm worried about is we could do something like this. We could be dumb enough to do something like this.
I'm not. You might be.
Oh, no, I'm not doing something like this. So they take blood from a mosquito, and it has dinosaur DNA in it. So they decide to make dinosaurs. And they have all these complicated codes. So to fill in the gaps with the DNA codes, they put it in with a frog. This ends up doing a lot of damage. And I will explain why probably during the clips, because I don't want to give too much away in case you haven't seen this.
Who hasn't seen Jurassic Park?
There's probably people that haven't. Oh, and B.D. Wong is in this. You probably know him from
Law and Order.
Law and Order SVU.
I knew that one.
And he's sort of the mastermind behind all of this.
I thought the old guy was.
Well, he was, but he had to bring in the scientists to do this. And yes, folks, there are scientists in this. This is science made this possible. So yes, there is a story that goes along with these dinosaurs killing people. I don't know how they got missed. So anyways,
maybe they shouldn't have shut the gate off and they would have been fine.
Now, we have made mistakes with cane toads. Now we have an overpopulation because we decided to make these cane toads that are taking over Australia and parts of Florida. So yes, we have made mistakes with science before. Now that this movie was made, I'm sure they're dreaming it up somewhere in some lab. So anyways, this theme park that
I could just go eat a band and cause coronavirus.
oh no, that was oh no.
I cracked myself up. Rascal, stop. Thank you.
So I'm trying to find out where I left off. Oh yes, and John Hammond, he is played by John Attenborough. Yes?
Who?
Well, John Hammond's the old guy.
Oh, I like that old guy.
So he makes this theme park. He goes to this paleontologist, Sam Neill, who's Dr. Grant, and Laura Dern is his partner. And they are digging up dinosaurs. And as you know, paleontology is becoming kind of a lost thing. They're bringing in computers, and Dr. Grant, like myself, doesn't really like computers a whole lot. If I was to do that, I would rather dig them up by hand. It sounds more fun. Dr. Grant agrees with me. Obviously, the field is dying, so John Hammond comes by. He wants the two best paleontologists, so he gets Dr. Grant and his partner, Laura Dern, and he tells them about this theme park. They need to endorse it because of a lawsuit, because somebody got, let's just say they got eaten for lunch. There was an accident during one of the work sites. So obviously that will be the first clip I show. And this was also directed by Steven Spielberg. Doesn't need a huge introduction, but for those who don't know, Steven Spielberg, he did, well, I guess he needs an introduction. He did Saving Private Ryan.
Never watched it.
Oh, dear.
I know what it is, I just never watched it.
Indiana Jones.
Never watched that either.
He did Jaws.
You made me watch that stupid movie.
Oh,
that was dumb.
It was not dumb.
It's dumb.
And Michael Crichton wrote it. It was a novel. He also did Twist. He also wrote Twister.
I gave you this book. What did you do with it?
I thought I put it in the box.
It's not in my thing.
He also wrote The Lost World. We'll find it.
I don't think you belong it with. That's when we moved.
Well, I thought I found it. I do have the book somewhere. And he also wrote ER. So moving on, I will show the first clip of, well, it's actually the guy getting eaten. Ooh, that hurts. Well, this guy, unfortunately, the worker he just collected his last paycheck. I think these velociraptors decided to eat him. But what do you expect? They are the smartest of the dinosaurs.
That's what blue is, right?
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
That they decided to breed. So, and yes, it has been a while since I've done a video. I don't know if y'all missed me. That's because my wonderful bride-to-be decided to take a trip for about a week and a few days.
It was 8 days. Don't be dramatic.
8 days. I wasn't being dramatic. I just didn't know the exact time.
Friday to the following Saturday.
Okay, fine. So that's 8 days. So anyways, the next clip I will be showing is the introduction to the rich man.
Also, you could have came with me, but you want to be a baby.
Yes, I did. I like being a baby.
I noticed.
So I will show the next clip, and this is the introduction of Mr. Hammond.
I feel like I need to turn it up.
I can see that my 50,000 a year has been well spent.
Well, we didn't get Ellie yet. We didn't get her walking in, and that is Laura Dern's part. Because we're really trying to stick with this whole 6 seconds thing. So, because it seems like we get a lot of copyright. But
yeah, the last 8 videos.
Pretty much. So this is...
Since Ghostbusters.
Yeah. So this is John Hammond's part here. He's introducing himself. He has a cane with a really cool amber thing with the mosquito in it. Amber's the fossilized tree sap. Then it got a mosquito inside, and that's actually how they extracted the blood from the mosquitoes to make the dinosaurs, which they show in a couple seconds. So, I will show the next clip, and we will finally get to meet Ellie as she's looking at a really big plant. I will show that clip right now. Yes, I'm showing this scene. She has a giant leaf. That was, I believe she said it was from the
I don't think that I even got.
Cretaceous period.
I don't think the leaf was even in the video.
Okay, well, the leaf wasn't in the video, but I'm explaining what she had in her hand. When then Dr. Grant sees this humongous, probably brontosaurus.
Long neck.
Well, it's
a giant little foot.
Yes, but it's a brontosaurus. It's not called a long neck.
It is in Land Before Time.
Oh, okay, so it is in the Land Before Time. So
it's a little foot. It's a big little foot.
It's a big little foot. So I mean, imagine seeing these for the first time.
Well, at least it won't eat you.
It will not eat you, no. And this is one of my favorite parts of the movie because this, as a kid, when I saw this in theaters, I'm sorry, it was really cool.
I wasn't born yet.
And they kind of used a mixture of CG and I think it's called animatronics at the same time. I just had a brain freeze there. Well, they're using both computer and real action. Apparently, my wonderful fiance was not born yet.
We already went through this.
Yeah, we did, but...
I already said this.
Yes, but I wanted to repeat it. So I will show how this is all possible. Like I said, there's a story, but some people seem to either ignore it or block it out, or the dorks on Reddit just fell asleep and didn't understand this part of the movie. Why are you raising your hand?
I didn't pay attention to the whole this part.
But why not? It's important.
Because I cared about the dinosaurs when I was a kid. Not about
this
this
is a very important part to the dinosaurs. It shows how we make mistakes.
Not when you're a kid and you just want to see dinosaurs eat people.
No, for goodness sake. Okay. Well, of how this is all possible and what our American scientists are cooking up in a lab.
A mosquito, just like today. And just like today, they fed on the blood of animals, even dinosaurs. Sometimes, after biting a dinosaur, the mosquito would land on the branch of a tree. Until Jurassic Park scientists came along. Using sophisticated techniques, they extract the preserved blood from the mosquito and bingo.
So this is kind of the neat part here. This is how they made the dinosaurs. They explain how they extract the blood from the mosquito when it's preserved in the amber. And they're talking about the codes and that they filled in the gaps with the frog DNA, which turns out to be a very bad idea.
Why?
Well, it turns out that what they did was in Jurassic Park, they decided, they explained this later on, that what they did was they sort of tried to contain life by making all the dinosaurs females. And Dr. Malcolm asked them, well, how do you know that? Do you go out there and lift up the dinosaur skirts to see if they are all female? What he was trying to say is life finds a way for animals to breed, for them to coexist and make more dinosaurs. And because what they did was when they entered the frog DNA, there's a type of frog that can change male to, or female to male or male to female if they're in the same-sexed environment. So the dinosaurs were able to change from female to male. So they
didn't realize the frogs could do this? Are they done? What's so much being scientists?
That's what I mean. We don't learn from our mistakes, and I can see them doing something like this down the road, or maybe they're working on it now.
I bet be dead by then. I ain't getting eaten by no dinosaur.
So I will show the clip of how they are feeding these velociraptors, because like I said, they are intelligent, they're problem solvers. Not a real good idea to have in your theme park. I understand you want to make money, but the dinosaurs want to make lunch. So
have lunch.
Well, yes, but I like make better.
How do you make something that's already there?
Just use your imagination.
That makes no
show
sense.
the clip right now.
That's just mean.
So this is how they feed the velociraptors. And after this scene was, well, after they ate Rosie O'Donnell, they the guy, one of the experts on velociraptors explains, after I'm getting this dirty look, he explains that they are problem solvers, they're intelligent, they are high jumpers, they range speeds from cheetahs, which is 50 to 60 miles an hour. Well, cheetahs really go at 70, but you get the point. So yes, they are intelligent, and they are a danger to have at the park, and that's what he's trying to get across to Mr. Hammond. But now Mr. Hammond at his side has his lawyer behind him, because like I said, they're in a lawsuit right now. So the lawyer is actually on his side with having the dinosaurs, because he thinks of this as a big time money thing. So the lawyer's on his side.
For him or for Jurassic Park?
Yes. Yes, the lawyer is on Jurassic Park's side right now, and the two scientists are a little bit hesitant, and rightfully so, especially Dr. Malcolm, like I said that life cannot be contained, and how much control do they really have over these huge animals that they know nothing really about.
Well, we will find out.
But we will find out.
I just said that.
And we will
in the middle of a yawn.
And we will meet his grandkids, which he's just about to, have his grandkids on this wonderful adventure.
Yeah, they have to fix something about these movies, because that makes no sense.
Yeah, we will get into those, because I'm obviously going to review them all. So we will meet his grandkids right now.
We miss you. We love the Christmas. You were great.
So these are the grandkids that he is taking on, that he's going to have them do the dinosaur tour. Now he figures, they're going to be safe with Dr. Malcolm. And if you do watch this movie, there's some parts that I didn't realize what he said. When the cars move by themselves, he says, "Oh great, we're in the hands of engineers." So he pretty much doesn't like the fact that there's cars moving by themselves. You have no control. And if something goes wrong, well, you're in a lot of trouble, because you can't move these cars. It's all electrical. So what happens if there's a power outage? But that won't happen, though. It can't, right? Well, we will find out. The next clip, I will be showing Dennis, who actually is besides a weight problem, he is actually, he has a few chins and a few tricks up his sleeve. Well, he does. He is the guy that is stealing embryos for a InGen, which is another company that has scientists that are making dinosaurs. So he's stealing them for a lot of money, and in order for him to get through everything, he has to shut the security systems down. So, so power goes off. So, electrical cars, power goes off. The
electric fences that keep the dinosaurs in don't work.
No big deal. So we will show you a very nervous Dennis and Samuel L. Jackson, who's all part of this control here. Yes, Samuel L. Jackson is in this movie for a little while. And I will show you that clip right about now.
A lot, yes. Got something put all these sweets in it. I'm gonna get something salty. I thought maybe some. I finished debugging the phones. I was gonna debug, so I did. You told me that, so I debugged the phones, and I thought maybe.
So if you haven't guessed, so there's Samuel L. Jackson smoking away on his cigarette. John Hammond's complaining because there were 2 no-shows in a storm. What Samuel L. Jackson says is that's really not a bad thing. It could be a lot worse. He shouldn't have said anything. It's about to get worse. And the nervous guy, if you haven't noticed, that is Wayne Knight. We all know him from Seinfeld. He played Newman, and he was also in Space Jam.
We do not all know him from Seinfeld.
We don't?
No, I never watched that day in my life.
Okay, well...
Not a lot of people watch that show.
Yeah, a lot of people
Okay,
watch
nobody
that show.
I know watched that show.
Oh, that was a very popular show.
Not with the people I talk to.
Well, Jerry Seinfeld I personally don't like, but everybody else was fine. Anyways, so Wayne Knight played Newman. We all know him from Space Jam as well. And here he is in Jurassic Park, playing the shady guy who is... now, he does shut down the computer systems, as you can tell. But now he's about to drive in a rainstorm. So his glasses are fogged. It's rainy. He's driving kind of fast. And he doesn't exactly look very agile.
Doesn't know where he's going either.
This is gonna end up to really bite him in the butt. Literally. And we're going to find out why in just a second.
Ew, that's gross.
Well, that dinosaur had some fun with Dennis, also actor named Wayne Knight. And as you can see, the embryos from the shaving cream can have fallen out. So, and yes, Dennis does get eaten by this Dilophosaurus, which
Looks very friendly in the beginning.
it does. It's very
Until that thing where the face comes down, then it looks hideous.
Yes. Then it gets the hood, and then it sprays this poison stuff that blinds you, causes paralysis. So yes, he can't move as it is, and then he can move even less when he gets in the Jeep. And yes, that's when it decides to eat him. And trust me, after eating Wayne Knight, that Dilophosaurus is set for a whole year. He's not gonna have to eat for a long time. His cholesterol might be a little high though. So now we will. So now again, the power is out. So I'm going to be done making Wayne Knight jokes because he's not in this anymore. And now he's caused a huge problem. Because now, like I said, the electric fences are out. So what do you think will happen when a giant T-Rex finds out that these wires or cables do not electrocute you anymore? We will find out in just a second. Well, the T-Rex is out, and Dr. Malcolm does say, I know, he doesn't really take him seriously, but you might want to start listening to him. Because, like he says, he's tired of being right all the time. He was certainly right about this. So, yeah, the T-Rex is out. Now, Dr. Grant does say he is based on movement, but you have two panicky kids in the car alone because the lawyer decided to go to the toilet. And that's a great place for a lawyer because we all want to flush them down toilets. But there is some good news here. Well, I will show you what happens to that lawyer in just a couple clips because, like we said, 6 seconds seems to be the limit. And we will show you what that T-Rex will
We've been
do.
over that like 5 times already.
That's all right. And we will show you what he does to those wonderful children. I'm sure the T-Rex will have mercy on them. Let's find out.
That was a smart idea, kid.
Well, this looks like a mess. Well, I gotta say the T-Rex does look really cool. I don't know about you, but he looks really realistic. They did a really nice job with this because it doesn't look too fake like some of the CG stuff does. Anaconda really does ring a bell as a movie that really ruined the whole CG thing.
What does that mean?
Computer graphics, I believe. It's all computer. It's all computer made. This isn't, like I said, this is kind of a mix. So as you can tell here, the T-Rex doesn't have any mercy on kids. He pretty much chews that car up and it spits it out with the kids inside. So, so yeah, the kids are in a little bit of trouble here. And it's like Dr. Malcolm says, thanks, John, for a wonderful weekend. Yeah, these kids are having the time of their life, let me tell you. So this Jeep does end up in a tree. Don't worry, the kids are okay for now. But we are going to find out what happens to that cowardly lawyer in just a second. Stay tuned. Well, no more lawyer.
Yay!
What a shame. Why could this dinosaur do that to OJ's attorneys? Oh, what? Come on, they were nasty people. So
You're gonna cause a big problem.
no, I'm not. So that goes the attorney. So the guy that once had his back, which I don't think he has it anymore. Well, when he was on the toilet, he didn't. But now that he got eaten, now he's definitely not on his side. So now they all know that Dennis has pretty much hacked the system and caused the problem. And then it turns out that they have to go through 2 million things of code to get the security back one by one.
And they need him back, but he did.
Yeah, he kind of got it eaten. Or he's probably still getting devoured to this day. He's a large meal. So, okay, fine. I had to get one more in there. So, anyway, so now Dr. Sattler and Mr. Muldoon have to go on a mission to find his grandchildren, and Dr. Sattler does not look happy. Actually, either does Mr. Muldoon, for that matter.
No, she was fine. She said she was going.
Yeah, she looked a little annoyed, though. Like,
No, she was worried about her partner.
Well, that's my point. He now just put these people in danger. She's now kind of seeing that, yeah, there might be a problem here. So, and now Muldoon has always had issues with the Raptors, and yeah, he's not really on John's side. Now, why he got into this mix, I really don't know. I wish they went into that. So I will show you. They are looking for Dr. Grant and the grandchildren, and they find a injured Dr. Malcolm. He's not dead. I'm so happy. And we will show that right now.
I think this was Gennaro.
I think this was too. Put a tourniquet on. Ian.
Remind me to thank John for a lovely weekend.
So glad you got it. Well, as you can see here, they are on their little rescue mission to find everybody. And I don't know if you can hear it, but they find the pieces of the lawyer. They say, there's Mr. Ferrero here. Oh, and we found another piece of him over here. And then Dr. Malcolm does start moaning because he needs a tourniquet because he probably has a broken leg, just a guess. So, but at least he is alive. And like he said, just tell John thank you for the wonderful weekend. So, yes. So Dr. Malcolm is fully functional, and his sense of humor is still intact. And
Unlike yours.
oh no, mine is still very much here. My sense of humor is so big; it's the size of Wayne Knight's waistline. So I will show the next clip, and this is going to show you. It is kind of a. Unfortunately, it's a kind of a sad scene because it's a character I like that unfortunately is going to get devoured. But it shows how clever the raptors do hunt. So I will show that scene next.
So he thinks it's fun of him and is actually on the side?
Yep.
Clever girl.
Well, that sucks. I did like his character. I don't really know much about Bob Peck other than I think I read that he was a Shakespearean actor. But I liked him in this movie. I really did. It's a shame that the Raptors got him. I think he could have reacted a little bit quicker to get his gun out to blow his head off, but what do I know? I've never seen a raptor face to face before.
They're very fast.
I guess they're very fast. Well, I will show the next scene. The last clip I'm going to show is the raptors invading the park headquarters, I guess you want to say. The kids are eating their Jell-O, so Bill Cosby will be very proud. So what? He promoted Jell-O. That's a thing. Yeah, I may have had a few jokes in this video. So we will go to that scene next.
Someone thinks he's a comedian.
Oh. Now, I am pretty impressed here that her facial expression could be that frightening. I think I know what they did to get kids to act like that. I can tell you, I'm going to have a wisecrack here. I think what they did was, they showed the children Tom Arnold taking a shower. So
Who the hell is Tom
he
Arnold?
was in The Stupids. So that would frighten any child.
You're so weird.
And Steven Spielberg would do something like that.
You're so weird.
Oh, it is not. It's funny.
I said you.
I know, but it's still funny.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the last clip I'm showing. If you don't know the ending, this is what you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to watch it for yourself. But I'm guessing most people have seen it. The raptors are in the headquarters and they're chasing the kids around the kitchen area. No, that's a perfect spot to eat children. I guess would be in a kitchen. The Hansel and Gretel witch tried it. So now the Velociraptors must have read that book. What?
You're so
I'm
mean.
not saying the kids got eaten or not. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. Anything's possible. He did it in Jaws. But you will have to find out for yourself. What happens here? Do the Raptors win? I don't know. So, yeah, this is definitely a movie you want to check out. I don't really know. What age do you think is safe for kids to watch this? I saw this at age 9. I think my brother was 6.
I don't know. I think I watched it when I was like 7.
Okay, I don't know what kids are allowed to watch or not. I really have no idea anymore. So, is this one to watch for a family movie night? In my opinion, yes. But
Just be aware that the dinosaur eats people.
yes. Well, it does have a PG-13 rating on it.
I definitely watched this for 13.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, I went to the theaters and saw this twice. It was out for a long time. It wasn't just out for a few months. This movie was out for at least a year and a half. It was at the dollar theaters for over a year. This and Aladdin were both there for a long time. But if I had to grade this movie, did it meet expectations? Absolutely. This movie, I would definitely give it an A for sure. A nice solid A. And why are you shaking your head? This was better than this.
I wasn't shaking.
Oh, I'm not going to die. But no, this was a very well-made movie. The acting was good. There was no overacting like there is today. A lot of yelling. This was
There's going to be a lot of yelling, alright.
This was well casted. The actors were nicely played. Wayne Knight played a perfect part. Did he annoy us? I'm sure. Samuel L. Jackson, this is one of the few movies he died in. I had a Squirtle thrown at me.
You had a what?
Squirtle thrown at me.
Skipper, why are you throwing things at your father?
I mean, Jeff Goldblum was a perfect Dr. Malcolm. Sam Neill was great. Laura Dern was even good in this. I gave it my grade. I'm explaining everything now. The special effects were terrific. They were realistic looking. The movie itself was kind of realistic. I wouldn't be surprised if this happens in the near future. We shouldn't do it, but I just wouldn't be surprised. So, again, if you haven't seen it, check this movie out. Even buy it on DVD. I think you can buy them all now. I think they probably have a pack of 5 for $20.
6.
That's right. It is
Yeah,
all
3
6.
of these, 3 of the other.
Yeah. Okay. So what is it, like $20 or something?
Mm-hmm.
It's something like that. It's definitely worth it. So, yeah, definitely check it out. Comment below, subscribe, and thank you for watching.